looky here. Let me back you up a little bit. There we go. So between this tree and that tree, this is going to be our temporary fire log or firewood station. So we are just lining everything up in between there. And Xander got all that stacked up for me today, so I really appreciate him coming down and helping. Hey everyone, Rachel with Back to Good here, and today I've got Xander over there helping me load up some of the cut logs that Sean and I cut down the other day. He's putting them in the gorilla cart for me, and we're going to be hauling them over here to where we've got our firewood stack started, and we're going to be unloading them all there. We've got a couple piles of logs over here that he's going to help me load in the wagon and get all our firewood lined up on a little stack so it's all nice and neat. And while he's doing that, we've got enough brush here built up that I can get these burn barrels going. I brought a little fuel with me today, and we'll try to get through burning all this brush right here. So let's get on with it. Fine.
Gone over this 1,000 times before. Baby, it's now or never. Gotta leave this town, and I know what you're asking for. You say it's out of my reach, but I can't pretend no more. 'Cause for as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. just outside of nowhere. A stormy rain tried to wash away the dream. Staff one, it says a worn out sign, and the diner's name is California Dreams. Hey, for as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. You can't ask me to surrender when reaching for the dream keeps me alive. For as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. You can't ask me to surrender when reaching for the dream keeps me alive. Keeps me alive. For as long as I remember.
At least I got all the brush picked up.
And then after that pile, is there a next pile?
Nope, that's it.
Almost already done?
Yep,
All right.
that's all we needed is the firewood stacked.
I thought this was going to be until dark.
No, we just need to get that firewood stacked up and cleaned up, and then get the brush that we've already got cut down cleared up a bit.
That's the stuff that goes on the Tuesday.
Well, if you do what you can, and whatever you can't, I'll help you with.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart starts beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. Ha. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. Woo!
Put all this stuff in.
What's that?
Put all it.
Yeah, you can put all that stuff in there.
You don't
Just
want
leave it
like
here.
water.
Yeah, take one water for the walk home.
No, I'm saying, do you want a water?
Leave it here for me. I'll have it in a minute when I'm done filling this barrel back up.
What? Leave one?
No, just leave all of it here.
Oh, okay.
Leave everything here. Just put it all in the wagon. You're leaving the wagon here for me.
Ah.
Put everything in the wagon and just leave it.
Oh, okay.
You can take a water or meat stick or whatever you want with you, but
Nah, I'll probably just get it.
1,000 good miles from my hometown, leaving everyone behind as their slow fires die down. Once we left, we found it harder and harder to slow down, 'cause we set out to walk 1,000 good miles from my hometown. 1,000 good miles. The years have come and gone, but we're right where we feel we belong. And anyone else would have turned back by now. But we set out to walk 1,000 good miles from our hometown, leaving everyone behind as their slow fires die down. Once we left, we found it harder and harder to slow down. Yeah, we set out to walk 1,000 good miles from our hometown, leaving everyone behind as their slow fires die down. Once we left, we found it harder and harder to slow down, 'cause we set out to walk 1,000 good miles from our hometown. 1,000 good miles. Yeah, yeah, 1,000 good miles. Oh, 1,000 good miles. Oh, yeah, 1,000 good miles. Ooh, yeah, 1,000 good miles.
Hey guys, so Xander's done stacking firewood and he headed home. I'll go show you the stack of firewood here in just a moment. As you can see, I got one of my 4 barrels burning. We're all out of fuel. All of our cans are empty. We had a little bit of lighter fluid in 2 bottles, so I used what we had left of that to get at least 1 barrel going. The other 3 didn't take, so I just kept feeding the 1 barrel that was burning super hot. And I was able to get through all of the brush today, so mission accomplished. And I just have one thing to say too. I don't know, a few weeks ago I showed you guys some new boots that I got, and they were my KalKal boots. They're my ankle boots, and absolutely love them. But I did a little test yesterday and today, because it's a mission to try to find a pair of good muck boots that are fit good and that they work good. And my KalKal boots that I have, the ankle boots, those are my favorite boots so far. But I wanted to try Xander's boots. He's got a pair of ankle boots from KalKal as well. His are white and black, and here, as you can see, I'm quite dirty all over. But these KalKal boots are men's size 8. Now typically I wear a women's size 7, but in boots I usually get an 8, because muck boots tend to run very narrow through your toe area, and they're always tight for like the first week or 2 or month, and then they loosen up and then they'll fit your foot fine. So if you like your boots a little loose feeling, so you can wear thicker socks and things, definitely order a size up. But what I was testing yesterday and today was a size 8 in men's is about the equivalent to a 7/8 in women's. Pretty close. It's a little bit bigger, but not that much. But I wear Xander's boots all day yesterday and all day today, so I could test out the difference, since it's about my size in men's size. So I'm going to tell you, I really like the way they fit women's feet better, because I didn't have to break them in at all. They're already a little bit naturally wider than the women's shoes are. So they fit a little loose, but I like that because I like to be able to slip my foot in and out easily, and I don't want it to be super tight on my foot, for muck boots anyways. And they're not too loose that they fall off my feet, but Let me just take one out and show you. So they're pretty dirty. The ones that are all rubber all the way around, they're stiff, and then when your leg flexes in it, they dig into your feet or your legs a lot and they kind of hurt. So I really like that it has this neoprene on top. Plus it's got the pull tags on the front and the back. Makes it super easy to get your shoes on or your boots on. And these kind of look like a high top tennis shoe almost. They're not just your average everyday muck boots. They're kind of stylish. And they also have that little heel kick thing here. So it makes it nice and easy to get your boots off without having to use your hands. You can use your foot to push this one off your foot, and it works great. So yeah, these are US size men's 8, but they fit a size 7 women better than the 7 women's does. So if you're ever getting some boots, now we've tried a lot of boots, and I don't know, we moved here September 17th, so we've had some time to be testing out muck boots, and we've had several. So for short boots, this one so far is my favorite, the men's KalKal ankle boot. So I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to check them out for yourself, if you're also looking for a good pair of muck boots, because so far I absolutely love these muck boots. But enough of that, let's get my shoe back on here because my barrel's burning down and I need to go throw the last of my stuff on there. But yeah, definitely love them. So thanks, KalKal. Go get yourselves a pair of KalKal boots if you need some good muck boots. I also forgot my rake, so I can't rake it up real good, but when we get here next time, Friday when Sean's off work, we're going to cut up the other 2 trees that are over here, and then I'll rake this area really good. I don't necessarily need to rake super good, but I want to rake up like all these little things around, because when the grass starts growing up and we go to weed eat it, I don't want all these twigs and everything everywhere because they go flying in the air and fling at people. So one of these days the kids will be down here weed eating and mowing instead. So I'm trying to make it safe and pick up like the rocks and all the twigs and get those cleared out so that it makes a much safer mowing experience. So I can't rake it up real good today, but I can at least get all the brush burned, and that's all that matters. So whew.
Nobody needs to know. Surrender to the grief. Nobody needs to know. Let go. We steer it and create rings. We make something out of nothing. If you believe, hold on tight. Scream into the night. Make it all glow. Dress up the shit inside. You're part of the rainbow. It's your right. Trauma in every cell. No wonder why we dwell. Medicine don't stand a chance as we dance. Lay down, bend on giving. I'll take your skin. Naked among them sins. Let go of what has been. Make it all glow. Dress up the shit inside. You're part of the rainbow. It's your right. Now let it all show. Pave the way for the ones behind. We'll be the sun, not a gray cloud. Stand out.
Yay! My pile is all gone. Look it. All right. So we got one barrel that was blazing today. The other 3 were not so lucky, but look around. We got all that brush picked up and all of it burned. So Friday when Sean's off work, we can come down, cut up all that stuff there. There's some big logs over there that need to be broke down into firewood size. A little bit of cedar stuff over here we're saving. And Xander picked up all the firewood that was over here already cut up. There was a cart full of wood that was over here, except that big one is a little too heavy. And Sean might want that one to set underneath the other ones to prop it up when he's cutting. So we left that little one there. So when he's cutting those 2 over there, he'll have something to prop them up on. And then once we get those 2 trees over there cut up into firewood and moved out of the way, then Gary's going to bring Big Bertha down and move these stumps out of the way. We'll probably put them into a big pit over here and burn them later on. But that'll open up this area a whole lot. And then right there in front of me, all of that stuff right there needs to come down and get pushed back to right about right there. So we got to cut across, all the way back there. We need to clear everything from there up here. So that'll be the next tractor episode with Gary. And that'll be it. Then once we get all that right there taken down, we'll have enough to get our camper in here and get some tents up for our temporary living while we remodel our camper. And that way we'll have a nice comfortable place to stay and while we're building our houses, our permanent ones one day. So we've already lived in our camper for 4 years, so it is definitely due for some upgrades. And we got a lot of the stuff to do it. And we got a few more things on the way. And we'll be setting it all up very soon. But over here, this was where there was another stack of firewood right here by this tree. And Xander was able to get all that loaded into the cart, except this one piece here that's kind of needs to be cut up. And then over here, there is another pile of firewood. And this was the first pile we started doing. And we weren't really sure what size we should cut them into and yada yada. So a lot of them are too big or whatever. So these need to be cut up a little bit more. And then we have a little pile here that's a metal scrap pile. So all of the metal and barbed wire and miscellaneous metal things that we find around T-post and whatnot, we're throwing into this pile here. So we'll have all that kind of stuff in one area and then we'll load it up and dispose of it. But looky here. Let me back you up a little bit. There we go. So between this tree and that tree, this is going to be our temporary fire log or firewood station. So we are just lining everything up in between there. And Xander got all that stacked up for me today. So I really appreciate him coming down and helping. And we had from this one here to the left on the bottom, that's all Sean and I stacked. All the rest of this and on top down there, that's all stuff Xander did today. And he did all of it by himself except for the last couple logs down here I helped him with. But other than that, he put them all in the wagon, he wheeled them over here, and he unloaded them, all of them by himself. So just because you guys don't see him working doesn't mean he isn't helping me. And he is an amazing help, and so is Lexe. Lexi's been making lunch, and so we're going to go, well, Xander already went home, and he's going to go shower, and while I finish burning the rest of this brush here real quick, and then I'm going to go take my shower, and then we're all going to eat. So Lexe made us food, and somebody needed to stay and watch our puppy because she can't be trusted home alone. So Lexe stayed home to watch the animals and to make us something to eat. And all this stuff here is stuff that needs to be cut up with the chainsaw, and my little mini chainsaw isn't working all that great. I think it needs a new chain or sharpened or whatever. But I don't feel comfortable working the 24-inch chainsaw by myself. And so Sean can help me cut this up next time on Friday when he's off work. So the rest of this here, I got all the branches and everything off of everything that I could cut with the pruners. So the rest of that is got to go get cut up with the chainsaw. But yeah, that's it, guys. We got a little bit left to burn here. And I'm going to go sit down and take a break a second. Let that burn down a little bit. And then I'm going to go around the outside and pick up all the debris that fell out. Throw that in the barrel and make sure it's burned down past the rim before I leave. So we don't have any things falling out. And I mean, there's not really any grass around to catch on fire or anything, but just to be on the safe side. So we'll let that burn down past the rim, and then I'll pick up all the debris, and then I'm out of here. So I'm going to set you guys down here, and you guys can sit here and listen to the birds and watch the barrel burn a second while I go sit down and take a break and get some water. right, that's it. I took most of the stuff out of the other 3 barrels that didn't take off burning right. So, didn't want to leave them all full of debris. So, I emptied out most of it down to where the ash is from burning the previous times. So there's still ash in the bottom, so I took out most of the stuff in the other 3, added it to the 4th one that is burning right, and that's the last of it. So I'm about out of here for the day, and I'm sure you're about done watching burn barrels, because some of you have this big thing against burn barrels, but that's okay. You know, if you prefer to burn on the ground, that's your choice. Everybody has the right to burn however they want to burn, and we like these burn barrels. So we need to get some more fuel, and but we've got all of our debris cut down or burnt that we cut down last time, so we're caught up to where we are, except for the big long line of brush that is from the first time we came down here and pushed all this stuff down. But we'll get to that. It's not in our way to get the RV in, so I'm not real concerned with it right now. It's going to be kind of a pain. So we're just going to start at one end and line up the burn barrels down the thing. Probably strategically place them throughout the whole thing and just start working on it little by little, and we'll get there. So, but we're almost ready for our RV. We got a little bit more clearing to do, and we're all caught up with our stuff, and we're ready to go next time. So Friday we got a clean slate, start cutting down the other 2 trees, and then plow down a little bit more. So, and just so everybody knows too, I've had a few comments about you know, why are we cutting down all the trees and whatnot? Well, we have 10 acres of property, guys. It's all woods. I mean, you can't walk through it. It's thick. And there is no place to put a building or any place to pull in a camper or anywhere to park your car. It was full of trees and brush and vines everywhere. So we are clearing an area that is only about 100 foot by hopefully 150 foot, but we might only make it to 100 foot by 100 foot for right now, just so we can get our camper moved in here. But our living space, where our camper and our tents, our outdoor kitchen, our recreational area, that will be our guest area one day once we get our house built. This is going to remain a functional area, and it's going to be for visitors to stay at, so they can stay in the camper, or they can stay in their tent, or they can have a spot over here to pull their camper in and park it and camp out. So, you know, we want to make this area look nice, and we have to have room to put our camper and a few tents and our outdoor kitchen and our outdoor bathhouse and all that good stuff. So we have to cut down some trees. We're not destroying our land. You know, we want to live on our land. We can't live like monkeys in the trees, so we need a clear spot that we have our little living space, and then we're not cutting down all 10 acres of our trees, so don't panic. It's beautiful, and we love it the way it is, but we do need to do some like forestry management and cut down all the vines that are choking out the trees, and cut down the trees that are dead, and clear up all the brush underneath so that the trees can grow nice and healthy. So, but we are not clearing out the trees from our whole 10 acres. So, but that's it for today, guys. We will see you soon, and Sean will be off work here, and we're going to get back to work again. We appreciate each and every one of you. We love reading all your comments. We love your suggestions, and we just hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, and we appreciate you guys giving us all the love and support on both of our channels. So thank you so much. It's a great day in Arkansas, everyone. Have a good one.